Welcome to the Benaki Museum in Athens, one of the most fascinating and diverse museums in all of Greece. But first, here's the caretaker.
Good cat. Good cat. Good cat. Good cat.
Today I'll be taking you on a tour not just of his incredible collections, but also of the man behind it all, Antonis Benakis. The Benaki Museum, established and endowed in 1930 by the legendary explorer and philanthropist Antonis Benakis, in memory of his father Emmanuel Benakis, is housed in the Benakis family mansion here in Athens, Greece. In 1954, after the death of Antonis Benakis, according to his wishes, his heart, his physical heart, was built into the wall at the entrance of the building. Antonis Benakis' sister is the famous author Penelope Delta, whose stories have been familiar to generations of Greek children. Benakis devoted his entire life to collecting treasures, from ancient Greek artifacts and Byzantine icons to Islamic art, European paintings, and rare manuscripts. He decided to gift his collection and his entire family home, this building, to the Greek nation. That is how the Benaki Museum was born in 1930. The museum's collection spans over 7,000 years of history, from prehistoric Greece all the way to the 20th century. It's one of the very few museums in the world where you can trace the entire story of a civilization under one single roof. It also has an extensive collection of Asian art, hosts periodic exhibitions, and maintains a state-of-the-art restoration and conservation workshop. Although the museum initially housed a collection that included Islamic art, Chinese porcelain, and exhibits on toys, its 2000 reopening led to the creation of satellite museums that focused on specific collections, allowing this one, the main museum, to focus on Greek culture over the span of the country's history. The museum in Athens houses over 100,000 artifacts. Yes, there are 100,000 artifacts in this building, from Greek history that showcases the many eras, civilizations, and cultures which have influenced the development of Greece, from ancient times to World War II and the modern state of Greece. In 1931, the Benakis donated their family house in Athens and their collection of more than 37,000 Islamic and Byzantine objects. More than 9,000 artifacts were added by the 1970s, which spurred donations from other sources. Benaki remained active in the museum until his death in 1954, by which time he decided it would be fitting to have his actual physical heart installed into the walls of the building. Later, under the directorship of Angelos Delivorias, the museum added more than 60,000 objects, books and documents, some of which were purchased and others donated. The museum also focuses on the fact that Greek history does not begin and end with specific events, but rather exists along a continuum that continues today. With the outbreak of World War II, Antonis Benaki placed all the museum objects in special cases and boxes. The doors and windows were covered with sandbags as protection against bombs. Parts of the museum's collections have traveled worldwide, including Canada in 2008, the United States back in 1959 in partnership with the famous Smithsonian Institution, and in 2005 an ancient Greek solid gold drinking cup left Greece for the first time in history and traveled to the Powerhouse Museum in Sydney, Australia, and the Melbourne Immigration Museum in Melbourne, Australia. But behind all these treasures is one man's passion. Antonis Benaki didn't just want to build a museum, he wanted to build a bridge between cultures and eras. For him, the museum was a way to give something back to the Greek nation and the people. So when you step into the Benaki Museum, you're not only walking into the richest collections in Greece, you're also stepping into the beating heart of the man who created it. The Benaki Museum is more than just a museum. It's a love letter to Greek culture and the connections between civilizations. If you ever come to Athens, don't miss the chance to walk through its halls and feel the history come alive. Thank you for joining me on this tour.